as we mentioned at the top, as of this recording, I'm refreshing right now. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is still not there. She said post her last race, she's going to run 2 more races, and one of them was going to be in Zurich. But right now, Thompson-Herah, Toulouse, Oliver, Netta, Cambunji, Del Ponte, and Dina Asher-Smith. So as it stands right now, it's a rout, it's a runaway, it's a blowout for Elaine Thompson-Herah, and it'll just be about the clock. If Fraser-Pryce is there, the whole game changes.
Should we do 2 virtual previews for this? Should we do let's do 2 scenarios. A scenario where it's just Elaine, and a scenario where it's Elaine and Shelly-Ann. Okay, so let's do the just Elaine scenario. The just Elaine scenario, 10:54, her season's best and her PB, and a number 2-time all-time. Are we going to see a 4 on the clock?
Just her? I do not think we will see it with just her. I think it becomes really difficult, and I think we'll see something similar to what we saw in Brussels. Trivia question for you, Gordon. Fastest time?
Oh, we lost you, Kevin. We lost you. You're going to have to refresh. Kevin, you got to refresh your... Yeah, we lost you. Refresh your browser. Right when you said fastest time, then you went out.
In Zurich.
Trivia. Hit me with the trivia.
Wind legal. What do you think the fastest time in history is, women's 100?
In Zurich?
Yep.
Is it 10:49?
No, that was in Indianapolis. Come on, Gordon. What are you doing here? 10:40.
I don't know.
World record. 10:76. 10:76.
Okay.
So fast, but not crazy fast. I'm just looking at the history here. So I don't think in scenario A, where Fraser-Pryce doesn't run, I don't think the world record is going to go down. I think we could see a low 10.6 again, and I think we'll see a huge victory, but I don't see it going down. Do you disagree?
No, I agree.
Okay. Scenario 2.
I think
the better scenario of the 2.
I think we had our chance at the world record. I don't think it's happening. I think it just, after the pre just felt like the crescendo. Like, you had the pre, right? And you had the Sha'Carri situation, you had the Jamaican 1-2-3 and running also extremely fast. And I think ever since pre, it's kind of just been like we're on cruise control. I think we've been on
Fraser-Pryce ran faster after pre.
Yeah, but Elaine Thompson didn't, and she's the one who won.
True, but Lausanne was amazing. The 10.6 to 10.64 was amazing. And I think we could get something similar to that.
I think we had something like
she's
that.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe they flip places this time, and it's Thompson-Herah running 10.60 and it's Fraser-Pryce running 10.64. But I think it's going to be really tough to equal a 10.5. That sort of performance is going to be tough. Now, you asked me, what would Fraser-Pryce have to do? Speaking of the belt, could Fraser-Pryce do anything in this race to get it?
It's hard.
The 2021 belt. The 2021
belt. Travis, can you bring up the 2021 performance lists where you include all biathlete in the 100? So this is only the 100-meter belt. That's what we're doing. Okay. When you look at this screenshot, it looks very even, right? Because it's literally every other athlete is each other, right? It goes Elaine, then Shelly, Elaine, Shelly, Elaine, Shelly, Elaine, Sha'Carri, Elaine, Shelly, Shelly, Sha'Carri, Shelly. So Shelly has a bunch in that back half, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shelly-Ann has the 11 sub 1090s to Elaine's 10 sub 1090s. So obviously right now, the first name on the list is Elaine Thompson. So that is point Elaine. I don't think we're going to see a faster time. So I think Elaine Thompson is going to be able to say, I had the fastest time of the year. Elaine is also going to be able to say, I won the Olympic
have the gold medal, which is where it ends for me.
The fastest time and the gold medal. What Shelly-Ann could have, though, is more faster times, like a faster top 5 average, which is good. That shows consistency. You're not just a flash in the pan. She can also show that she won more head-to-head, right, this year.
Yeah.
If you take out semifinals, think if she were to win this Diamond League, and they would race one more time, so she could have potentially a head-to-head argument, a consistency argument. I think in order for Shelly-Ann, when more and more you think about it, in order for Shelly-Ann to have the 2021 throne, she needs to win this race and run 10:53. Just beat it by 0.01. Then I would say you have to give the throne back to Shelly-Ann.
I don't think that would even do it for me because
Really?
I put so much weight in the Olympics. I think she would need to do something ridiculous these last two races.
She would need to run 10:49. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, and then another 10:50 or something like that. Like that's where I would put the bar. Yeah.
If she just runs 10:49 once, that's done.
No.
She tied the world record. No, it's over.
I would still give it to Thompson-Herah. Also, no one looks at it like who's the best just 100 runner. They're going to look at it as sprinter, and then you got to factor in the 200 stuff where Thompson-Herah is way better this year with the 21.5 and with the gold medal.
I just think you're saying if Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce were to break the world record, you would not consider her the best sprinter of 2021.
No, I would still have Thompson-Herah.
That's wild.
Yeah, and I didn't think I was going to say that.
It's a take.
I didn't think I was going to. Again, to reiterate what I said a month ago, it's not as if Thompson-Herah ran her season best is 10:8, and she had a crazy fluky 100-meter win at the Olympics, right? She's proven time and time again how fast, and her PB, her season best at its slowest is going to be 10:54. So say Fraser-Pryce does run 10:48, gets the outright record. So she has a faster season best by 0.06, but Thompson-Herah's got the golds, and that's where I'm putting the weight here, considering everything else. I mean, look at her. Like, I mean, 10:50, because you can flip it around and say, okay, so you're not going to say the best 100-meter woman of the year would be a woman who's run 10:54, 10:61, and 10:64 and won the gold in a blowout, like the most important race in a blowout. Like that's also crazy too.
No, but like I also think you're
don't try to make me sound crazy. You're
admitting that once you have the Olympics, nothing else matters ever, and like that it kind of sucks.
No,
like why are we watching these races?
No.
If they can't.
If that was the case, then we wouldn't have just had this whole thing about DeGrasse and Curley vying for the best sprinter. We'd be saying it's Marcel Jacobs and it's over. But Marcel Jacobs' season and Elaine Thompson-Herah's season could not be more different based on head-to-head versus other people, all-time quality marks. It's not close at all. And again, if Thompson-Herah ran 3 races this year and one of them was the Olympic final and she won it in 10:8, and then Fraser-Pryce went on and broke the world record, I would agree with you. But she didn't do that. She's run 10:54. She's beat her a bunch of times head-to-head. She's run the 10:61. Theoretically, she's going to run really close to whatever Fraser-Pryce runs in Zurich as well, too. So she's going to put up another all-time mark there. Listen, extraordinarily complex and historical seasons call for extraordinarily complex takes. And I didn't think that I would ever say breaking the women's world record wouldn't make you the best 100-meter runner of the year. But this is the situation we're in because they've both been so good.
It's not crazy to
say that. Don't make me sound crazy. It's not crazy.
I'm going to make you sound crazy. I get your point that Elaine Thompson has such a great resume that a world record alone won't beat it. I get that. Yeah. But like, if Shelly-Ann were to break the world record, her like second best times are still going to be incredible. Like she'll still have her 10:6, her 10:60, her 10:63. Like it's the world record won't be a flash in the pan. The world record would be just as much of a flash in the pan as Elaine Thompson's gold medal. You could argue that's a flash in the pan because it's one race. The world record's one race. Olympic finals one race. All that, whatever. I'm just saying, come on, man. If you break FloJo's world record, you're the best. Yeah. I know we had an Olympics and all, but like, no.
Listen.
And this isn't like some like
there's the Olympics and there's
like like, oh, time trial world record attempts with lighting on the track and super spikes and all this stuff. No, this is just
Oh,
raw. You're beating a record from the 1980s.
leave the lights out of this. Now it's personal for me. I was going to let that go, but now I'm fired up. I don't think your argument's crazy. I don't think it's crazy at all. Like, I will listen to that side of it. I would just, on balance, I would still give it to Thompson-Herah. And this is the position they put us in because they've been so spectacular this year that I don't think that that's a crazy argument. But I'm just going to give way more weight because to me, there's the Olympics and there's everything else, right? I'm waiting a Diamond League final the same as I would wait the same as I would wait them going head to head against each other in the Jamaican championships. The one meet that gets elevated above everything else by a huge, huge, huge factor is the Olympic Games because it has to be. So, all right, I think we're going to leave it there. We're debating.